it remains far from clear whether the 751-strong European Parliament will be able to muster in Wednesday's vote the two-thirds majority needed to pass the censure motion, which accuses Hungary of persistently breaching core EU values. Addressing directly the EU lawmakers in Strasbourg, Orban cast Wednesday's vote as an act of revenge for his refusal to host refugees who have fled to Europe from the Middle East and North Africa since 2015. Orban has said the mostly Muslim refugees pose an existential threat to Europe's Christian civilization. He has also waged a vociferous campaign against Hungarian-born, Jewish-American billionaire philanthropist George Soros and the liberal causes he backs in formerly communist Eastern Europe. Broad criticism: the motion against Orban's Hungary goes well beyond the migration issue. The deputy head of the European Commission, Frans Timmermans, said on Tuesday he shared its authors' concerns about fundamental rights, corruption, the treatment of Roma and the independence of the judiciary in Hungary under Orban. Former Belgian Prime Minister Guy Verhofstadt, a leading liberal, said Hungary would never have been allowed to join the EU in 2004 had it been back then as it has now become under Orban. The group of leftists and Greens in the Assembly said Orban's authoritarian moves must be curbed. Dutch lawmaker Sophie in 't Veld urged the EU to consider cutting generous subsidies to Hungary, asking, "Why are we giving Mr. Orban €87 million a week in order to destroy the European Union? We believe that there can be no compromises on the rule of law and democracy," Kors told ORF television. But Italy's anti-immigration Interior Minister Matteo Salvini said his League Party's 6 EU lawmakers would support Orban in the Wednesday vote. The parties of Kors and Orban both belong to the biggest faction in the European Parliament, the Conservative European People's Party, EP, which also includes lawmakers from the party of German Chancellor Angela Merkel. The EP membership has muted EU reaction to Orban's policies over the years, and the big question mark is what the group's 217 members will now do. The vote represents a particular challenge for EP head Manfred Weber, a German, since he announced his bid for the presidency of the EU's Executive Commission next year. But Weber, a close ally of Merkel, also spoke of building bridges with Hungary and noted the EU's failure to take action in a similar rule of law case against Poland.